Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. In today's show, Computer Wednesday, we're gonna talk about WordPress. So let's dive right into it. Now, I can guarantee you if you are dealing with any sort of online stuff, Amazon Web Services, there is a very good chance, even if you are just looking at internet as a like cursory grounds, you must have heard of WordPress. So what the heck it is? Well, in early stages of internet, people realized we all need websites, be it large corporation, be it a small mom and pop shop. So every Tom, Dick and Harry needs a website. So problem with that is that technically you can create a website using Notepad also if you know the code well enough, but people generally need a platform where they can do all this kind of stuff. Basically, even in Notepad application, there are specific Notepad application like Notepad plus plus, which will make this job a bit easier. So people realize there is a demand for a platform. Basically, come to here and make your website, so to say. So platform was created. Now this is a free platform. The WordPress that we are talking about is a free platform for creation. You can create your website here for free. You don't have to think about it. You can just do it. You can try it yourself. Now what it inherently does is what we classify as content management system. For example, let's say you have Netflix and Netflix has a website and you are clicking on there. So is the website loading the video file? No, the video file is somewhere else in some database, somewhere remote, and when you click it, then it directly starts to do what we call live streaming. So content is going from point A to point B, basically from server to the client or to the receiver end. So in those scenarios, generally you need something doing the management in between, which we classify as content management system. Other people use different names. There are some lot of overlap, so to say. And nowadays you can understand WordPress also have to improve simply because there are so many different device categories. Basically, you have laptops, you have touchscreen, tablets, you have mobile phone, and your website has to look good in all of them. So this is a big stuff. It's not something like just somebody built it. No, it's a very big stuff. Now, how does this work? This free utilities, so to say. Now, it was started in May 27, 2003. So it's kind of old and experienced, so to say. And it's free plus open source. Now, free part is not that big of a deal. There are many free services. Heck, you can go to wix.com and there is a free website. I even had one. So free is not the amazing part. The amazing part is open source. Why does that matter? Well, they are building a content management system. Now, if there is a content manager, what if it does not accommodate the new user? So if it's open source, people can go into the code and be like, I can make a plugin based looking at the code detail, like I can make a plugin or I can make a template that will make it easier. So in those sort of scenario, making it open source is necessary. So for that scenario, in the early days, they started to build basically the whole infrastructure on PHP, and then for database management and all other stuff, they have MySQL and MarineDB. Now the architecture is a bit different. That's why I specified open source is like very important to that. So they have plugin architecture. Basically, you plug in things what you need. Basically, do you need commerce website? Do you need basically, let's say, a clone of Netflix or something like that? You will need that plugin architecture, and then there are templates. So if you just want to start, let's say you want to make a Patreon clone for India, let's say, that and I can guarantee there is somebody who already built this. Now you can be charged a lot of money for different architecture and different plugins, simply because again the people who making that, they're selling many times they give the things for free, many times they charge for the services. So they will be like, hey, you can use the template, but to update the template, to maintain the template, to keep polishing it, we're gonna charge you a little amount of money. Now depending on which template, depending on which assets that you are using, you can go from like absolutely free to holy crap, this is expensive. So be mindful of that. And then we have Matt and Mike, who basically the two people who are responsible for creating this masterpiece, so to say. That is the working of it. Basically, you have PHP as a core serve, MySQL as a database, and then MarineDB was also added. And then you add whatever you need, and you don't have to touch a single line of code. So what is the logic behind it? Why the heck it's so popular? Well, it's a free, easy to use front end. Now, front end is the important part, because technically, if you are a web developer, you don't even think about front end. Like again, you have to finalize the front end, but you always work in the back, or you're working in the code. So working in the code is generally what we call back end. So normal people can't access that. Like coding language generally looks like a Mandarin to most people. So even me, like I can't even understand it. So people generally want something, hey, I just want a text file to be shown here. That's it. Like, I just want to drop a text file. I just want to drop an image here. So for those sort of scenario, this front end was created, which is very beginner friendly. If you are just starting it out, you can just go. You can just YOLO it, not to mention. And then because the platform became so successful, so popular, there is basically plethora of add-ons that that you can add and make exactly what you want. Like you want to make Instagram clone, I can guarantee you there's like somebody who's like right click Instagram clone, done. And like people like sometimes as a challenges they build like website clones of each other. Let's say till you like Apple a website, somebody would have cloned it like just to show a demo example. And not to mention this front is not locked. It's not like a Wix or Squarespace. Basically, the front end you see is what you get. It's not locked. You can go inside. If you know what you're doing, you can go inside and you can go yellow. That's the amazing aspect of it. That's why developer can actually utilize this. So, and this all things combined really made them the king. How big of a king? Basically, they are 33% market share in first 100,000 top ranked website. Yes, 100,000 website ranked, and 33% of them use this service. So it's huge, like as in ludicrously huge. It's almost like Amazon Web Services of the website making variety. So it's not like okay, it's just like a fancy Wix or no. You can start with there. You can start with just like hey, I'm gonna drag and drop, and as you get more and more adept with coding and actually figuring things out, actually using circadian style sheets, you can go like you can make truly unique things. Basically, people get paid to like update other people's this assets and programs. So what about hosting? Now, hosting is one thing you have to understand. Before hosting, you have to make it. You have to develop it, so to say. So this company solved this issue very early on. They made it what we call development in any browser. Basically, as long as you have a browser, it does not matter whether it's Raspberry Pi, mobile phone, or whatever have you. As long as you have a capable, solid enough browser, you can do whatever you want to do. After that, you can host it. Now, there is two WordPress. There is WordPress.org. There is WordPress.com. Now, in .com, you get free hosting. Now, be mindful of that. It has insane amount of clause, basically, which includes they can delete your website also, because you're not supposed to monetize that. Basically, you cannot run ads on that. You cannot, the amount of templates and plugins you can use, they are limited. There is a lot of clause. So best case scenario, people use free hosting just as a trial run. Basically, let's say whether it works, figures it out or not, and then you go into either paid version where you will start to get like for example, you can have 125 mail, but you will not get mail support in free department. And as you start to pay more and more and more money, you will end up with like unlimited mail suppliers, Skype support and all that. And here's the interesting part. This is the money making part for this application. You went into org, you built a website. Like I mean, you went in, you coded the stuff. You are happy with the front end. You are happy with the back end. You can teleport that stuff. Basically, you can copy that. You can put that in Amazon Web Services. You can take that and you can put it in, let's say, Microsoft Azure. You can take that and you can put that in Microsoft, basically Google Clouds and all that. So that allows this tool to make stuff that you can host wherever you want. So if you are a big company, say IBM, you can directly take website from there. Like, okay, we're gonna host it in our own server, because technically many colleges try to host their own local server, and the reason for that is again trial run. You have to figure things out, but the reason you can't do that from your own home is simply because your pipe, the pipe that is coming from your internet service provider, is not fixed. It keeps changing. The IP address is not fixed. So that means even if you buy a domain registrar, they will be confused. Like, dude, what the hell? Which address I'm supposed to forward? That's why all servers have fixed IP addresses. So there are many hurdles that you have to go through in order to set up a true proper web servers. It's not some child's play. Not to mention, the moment you do that, there are hundreds of viruses that are floating around, and not to mention even one of them, bad ones, if it ends up interfering in your system, yeah, you did. So for this reason, generally outdoor hosting and like basically cloud hosting is preferred. So you can do hosting wise, and you are not limited to is like, okay, I'm not happy with the pricing structure of this, I want to go with some other pricing structure. Don't even worry about it. It can be done easily. That's why whenever you try to figure out pricing of Amazon Web Services, like, dude, quad core CPU and this much RAM and all that. Why? Because that will be the specs that will be running your backend of this scenario. So that is the hosting aspect. That's why it's so popular. It's not limited to one thing. Not only it's like a free for starter scenarios, not only that, there is paid option for like medium level. You can go full YOLO and you can take the code out and develop your own stuff in your own basically service provider of choice. So this was my presentation on WordPress. I hope you liked it, learned from it. In that case, please click the like button, share it amongst your friends. That will help me a lot. If you didn't like it, didn't enjoy it, I'd urge you to press dislike, press it twice to show my extra disappointment. Please leave a comment because I'll try to reply to all of them. Subscribe, press the bell icon if you're free, and as always, thanks for watching.